Washington McCaskill, having been duly sworn, testified as follows. Your full name, sir. Washington McCaskill. You and I have met before on one occasion. Yes. How old are you, sir? 37. Are you currently incarcerated? Yeah. In federal custody, awaiting sentence in a case? Yes. You have entered a plea back in June of 2015, which exposes you to a life sentence. Is that right? Yes. What is the charge what have you pled guilty to, if you know? A dozen charges. A lot of charges. I'm sorry? A lot of charges. A dozen charges. Okay. But in any event, you have not yet been sentenced. Is that right? Yes, sir. Are you expecting or hoping to get a reduction in your sentence? Yes. You have not been subpoenaed as a witness or called as a witness in this case until I called you and put you on the stand, right? Yes. Was there a time when you were incarcerated in federal custody, but at the state prison in Tangipahoa Parish? Yes. At that time, what is the period? Do you recall when you went to Tangipahoa? June of 2015. You were there through December of 2015? Yes. During that period of time, did you meet a man named Travis Bradley? Yes. Did you meet a man named Isaac Skinner? Yes. Did the two of them discuss with you the idea of giving testimony to assist in your getting a reduction of sentence? Yes. Was there a specific subject matter that you and they discussed? Or you and Bradley, I should say. Well, let me withdraw that. Were your discussions about this subject with Bradley or both Bradley and Skinner? Both. Both. Did they suggest that you testify concerning Kevin Jackson? They said I should go talk to the people. They didn't say testify. Can you talking to them just a little closer? They said that I should go talk to, the government. About Kevin Jackson? Yeah. By the way, did you know Kevin Jackson? Yes. Prior to being in prison? Yes. Did you agree to tell a story that was not true to the federal authorities about him? Yes. Did there come a time when you were present when a telephone call was made by Mr. Bradley to a federal agent, Keith Beres, and you then were put on the phone? Yes. Have you had occasion to hear that telephone conversation earlier today? Yes. You recognize Mr. Bradley mentioning your name and then introducing you, yes, to Agent Beres, right? Yes. At this time, Your Honor, wait. At that time, did you tell a false story to Agent Beres? No. I told him I needed to speak to him on a certain situation. Speak into the microphone, please. As I understand it, you told him you had something to talk to him about, yes, but didn't go into details at that time. Yes. Fine. Could we at this time play what is Defense Exhibit 11 for the jury? Mr. McCaskill, you heard the recording. That accurately is what you remember having occurred in that telephone conversation, correct? Yes. Shortly thereafter, in the month of December, were you brought down to New Orleans for an interview by Agent Beres? Yes. At that time, did you tell them that did you lie to him about having bought drugs from Kevin Jackson? Yes. That information was taken down by Agent Beres, correct, as far as you know, in your presence? Yes. Now, there came a time, after having told this lie to the federal agents at the request of Bradley and Skinner, that you had a pang of conscience. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. You decided that you felt what you did was wrong in lying to the government. Yes. And in implicating falsely Kevin Jackson. Correct? Yes. Was the first thing you did, well, let me withdraw that. At the time, wait. Your Honor, I'm going to object to the form of the questions. They are very much leading. I have a right to lead a hostile witness. Well, I think he is entitled to question him under Rule 611. Mr. McCaskill, you know an Alex Kalinda? Yes. He is an assistant district attorney in the New Orleans District Attorney's Office, correct? Yes. You knew him because you were going to be a witness in a case against a man named Hickerson. Is that correct? Yes. Was it to him, to Alex Kalinda, that you first revealed the lie you had told to Burris? Yes. Was that in a letter that you sent him, which I'm showing you? Is this the letter? Yes. Which has been marked Defense Exhibit 12. In that letter, without reading it in detail, you confessed to him or admitted to Alex the lie you had told about Kevin Jackson? Yes. You also, did you not, name the people specifically in the letter, your handwriting, that it was Isaac Skinner and Travis Bradley who had put you up to it? Yes. I would offer Defense Exhibit 12. So ordered. At this time, Your Honor, we would object to the introduction of that letter. Noted. Thereafter, did Alex Kalinda put you on the stand to testify in the Hickerson case? Yes. Now, that case had nothing to do with the people in this case, correct? No. But during the course of that testimony, which occurred May 25th and 26th of this year, by the way, I'm not sure why, the letter that you wrote to Alex Kalinda, Defense Exhibit 12, you dated March 21st, 2016. Yes. Several days later, you testified under oath as a state's witness, and during the course of that testimony under oath, did you admit that you had lied about ever having purchased any drugs from Kevin Jackson? Yes. Let me show you Defense Exhibit 13, portions of which I will offer in a moment, Your Honor. So the jury understands, you did testify, did you not? The question was asked you, as read. Question. Just to be clear, did you ever have any dealings with Kevin Jackson? Answer. Yes. Question. But were they related to getting cocaine from him? Answer. No. No. Again, that was on page 109. You repeated the same thing. You were questioned on page 125, as read. Question. All right. So the Telly Hankton evidence was true, but the Kevin Jackson evidence was a lie? Answer. Sir, the situation about me getting drugs from him was a lie. Correct? Yes. Finally, bear with me a moment. You then acknowledged, did you not, to the following question as read. Question. So, just to wrap it up in a bow, after you took your plea deals in this case, between that date in February 2015 and today, you lied to the FBI agents about drug evidence implicating Kevin Jackson. Answer. Yes. Correct? Yes. I would offer those pages into evidence, Your Honor. So ordered. Note the objection on behalf of Telly Hankton. Noted. The date of that was in May. Sometime several weeks ago, did you have occasion to be brought down again to New Orleans and interviewed by anybody at this table? Yes. I told the lady right there at the end, I told her that I had fabricated about getting drugs from Kevin. First, you were so interviewed, right? Yes. You were interviewed by Ms. Reed, who is at the table. I was interviewed by Alex. I'm sorry? I was interviewed by Alex Kalinda. By Alex? Yes. I understand. So the meeting occurred at Alex's office. He was present and Miss Reed was present. He got in touch with her so I could let her know that I had something to tell her. And that's when I told her I had fabricated about getting drugs from Kevin. So it's clear to the jury. As I understand it, Alex, as far as you knew, had contacted the U.S. Attorney's office, yes, to tell them you had something to tell them, yes. She then met you and Alex at the DA's office, correct? Yes. At that time, did you admit in Ms. Reed's presence that you had lied about ever at any time buying any kind of drug from Kevin Jackson? Yes. I think you have said you were never thereafter asked to be a witness by the government in this case, correct? Yes. Did I then come and interview you Sunday, a week ago? Yes. In connection with your testimony on the stand, are you telling this jury the truth that you had been put up to a lie and did lie to the government about ever buying drugs from Kevin Jackson? Are you now telling the truth that you lied? Yes. Yes. At the request and urging of Bradley and Skinner, correct? Yes. Would you bear with me a moment, Your Honor? I tender the witness. Thank you, Mr. McCaskill.